I attended Hickory Hill Elementary School. My biggest inspiration is Holly Rowe, and my future plans are to attend Kansas University and do a double major in sports media and sports management.
Hi, I'm Addison Schmid. My parents are Tony and Christine Schmid. I went to St. Gerald's. My biggest inspiration is Drake, and I plan on attending the University of Nebraska-Lincoln to study sports media and communications.
Hi, my name is Alex Amick. My parents are Bernie and Lori Amick. I went to Portal Elementary School. My biggest inspiration are my parents. My future plans are undecided.
Hi, my name is Ethan Prizeman. My parents are Dave and Christy Prizeman. I went to St. Columkill Catholic School, and my plans are to study athletic training and free physical therapy.
Hi, I'm Jonas Skaggs. My parents are Jake and Sarah Skaggs. I went to Portal Elementary. My biggest inspiration are my parents, and my future plans are currently undecided.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for these special seniors and their parents for their dedication to Papillion La Vista High School. Thank you, seniors, and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and remain standing for the presentation of the nation's colors and the playing of the national anthem under the direction of Senior Drum Major Cassidy Welsh. The colors are being presented tonight by the Papillion La Vista Community Schools Navy Junior ROTC Color Guard. The members of the Color Guard tonight: Benjamin Hubert, Sean Leroy, Haley Meany, commanded by Benjamin Bowen.
And here come your Papillion La Vista Monarchs. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the PLV Media broadcast here at Foundation Field in Papillion, Nebraska. It is a clear night with a temperature of 70 degrees. My name is Brody Carter, and I'm joined by my colleague Armando Alvarez. And welcome to another broadcast of Friday Night Lights High School Football between the 2-6 North Platte Bulldogs and the 7-1 Papillion La Vista Monarchs. Thank you to BCDM Architects for their support of the PLV Media crew. Welcome up to the broadcast booth. Again, I'm Brody Carter, joined by Armando Alvarez. In the stellar 2022 matchup, the Bulldogs beat the Monarchs 36-29. And that last-second field goal was actually, or that last-minute touchdown, they got it within the last minute 30. So that would have been a great game to go to.
It would have been, yes.
Also, the Monarchs deferred, so North Platte will receive the ball first, and the game theme for tonight will be Pink Out.
Now let's talk about these North Platte Bulldogs. Last week they didn't really come out too well, losing to Norfolk Panthers 21-7. North Platte Bulldogs head coach Kurt Altig said, although we are not where we want to be this season and loss-wise, we feel our record is deceiving. We have come very close to winning several more games and focus on doing the little things better to turn losses into wins. We will come and play our brand of football, Bulldog football. Use our flex bone offense to grind the ball and use the clock. Defense we play a physical brand of football, and we will try to contain PLV's great run game. We need to focus on doing the little things better. Football 101, we win special teams, turnover battle, and penalties. We do not do a great job of this at Norfolk, which costs us to win the game. We can't talk. We feel that we can compete with any team in the state at any time. This is our last game of the season, and we're going to lay it out on the line, focus on playing our brand of football, and end the season on a high note.
Now going over to your Monarchs last week, they beat Creighton Prep. They blew them out 34-7. Tavian Pirtle was 5 for 11 with 39 yards, and he had one passing touchdown. Peyton Prestito had a phenomenal game with 37 carries and 328 yards. He also had 4 rushing touchdowns. Junior wide receiver Owen Bogas had 15 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Trent Levicki and Isaac Pamaran both had 7 tackles on defense. Peyton Prestito, Cameron Hamilton, and Garen Maley both had 1 sack for that defense. Cooper Wills was 2 for 2 on PATs. Also, this is the first time in 10 years that this Monarch team has finished with a record of over 500. And also, we mentioned Prestito's rushing number earlier from last game. He beat Kenny Onalatu's record, which was held for 23 years, which was set back in 2000 with 327. He beat Kenny's by 1 yard. And we've seen it all season. He is a phenomenal runner.
And also, Coach Tim Williams, his message was, we have goals and we continue to remind them of our goals. We plan on continuing doing what we do, and we plan on continuing to do what we do. We don't care who our opponent is. At the end of the day, after the previous game, we are comfortable. That's a message from a coach, a dedicated coach that wants to win a state championship this year.
Yes. It is now 1st and 10, ball on the 22. It is Bulldog football. We also want to say the Monarchs coming into this game are the 6th seed in NSAA Class A playoffs. Caden Johnson is taken down for a sack.
Number 69,
Logan Holtmeyer on sack.
Now, I don't want to sound like a broken record or anything, but I just have to say this Monarch front line, this front defensive line, this front four, the Fantastic Four, if you want to say, it's just been phenomenal during the pass rush, during the rushing attack. It's just been phenomenal to see them this season improve well since last year.
Yes.
Quentin Torres, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs. Hitting backfield from the 27, Cale Johnson.
Cale Johnson on the tackle. And like you said, not only do they have a good O-line, they also got two really good linebackers, Cameron Hamilton and Peyton Prestito.
Right. Yes, Peyton Prestito obviously having a year on the offensive side. He's also had a good defensive year as well, 45 total tackles and 3 tackles for loss for the season.
Johnson on the keeper, and he's running downfield. He makes 2 people miss, and he's taken down at the 15.
And luckily that Owen Bogas was there for that tackle, the shoestring tackle, because that could have been going for possibly a touchdown there if the Monarchs couldn't even catch up with that. They have to keep him contained because he is a really good scrambler outside the pocket. And just, yeah, he's really talented, really good improviser when in the pocket. Obviously going to his right, going to his left. You don't know which way he's going to go, all right? He's like the Flash out there.
Cade Johnson on the carry, and he takes it outright, and he finally goes out of bounds. He's taken down by Isaac Pamaran. And we take a look at Pamaran's stats on. He is a very good, reliable weapon in the pass game. On defense, he's a stud.
Yes, one of the top cornerbacks on this defensive backs on this Monarch defense.
And we'll see him next year too. He's a junior this year. Rylan Perry on the carry.
And that was Albertson.
Well, correction. Albertson has had 111 carries for 513 yards. He also has 6 touchdowns on the year, too. Now, if we take a look at some of the team comparisons, Monarchs lead North Platte in 3 stats with rush yards per game, pass yards per game, and total yards per game. They have 230 rushing yards a game, which is absolutely crazy.
Absolutely insane, yes. And obviously, North Platte on the defensive side leads the Monarchs to 57 tackles per game. And they're not really good at getting the quarterback, but they can really get some good tackles in on the defensive side of the ball.
Xavier Albertson on the carry for the Bulldogs. It is now 3rd and 6, ball on the 38.
It's a nice, cool, chilly, or it's not really chilly though.
It's not.
It's humid. It's humid. It's like It's nice weather for being in October.
I kind of wish the wind was blowing from the south, so it kind of came in here. If it was like a little breezy.
Yeah, but I mean, we went through all 4 seasons during this whole football season, so.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
First one was summer.
And then fall, I think.
Yeah.
No, winter.
Last week's was winter.
Not,
What'd you say?
I said spring. Spring was last week. Yeah.
Spring. It is 4th and 4, and it looks like North Platte's offense is staying out there. We've got 7 minutes and 10 seconds left. Johnson under center. Motions out, and he is taken down right away by Trent Levicki. Correction, Travis Hines the second.
Phenomenal tackle by Hines. Knew where his the offense. He knew where his guy was. He read his assignment well.
Yes, he did.
And got the tackle for loss. It's a turnover on downs, and it's Monarch football.
Monarchs are set up with good field position. It is on North Platte's, on their own 40. 1st and 10. Pamaram out left. He makes some guys miss. He is tackled down around the 46-yard line.
Now, speaking of this offense, the last time we saw them, they ran mostly the Rhino package, and that worked well in the first half. But King of the Trenches winner for this week for Monarch football is the offensive line and their stud tight end, Eric Ingerson, beating actually the record for most rushing yards in the game. Speaking of him,
Prestito outright, and he is taken down at the 30. He's taken down by number 18, Eli Broman. We saw a lot of this, like you said, a couple of weeks ago, where Prestito was taking the snap. It is now 1st and 10, ball on the 30. Trent Levicki on the carry. He's taken down at the 21.
And seeing this so far this season, Coach Tim Williams is obviously creative with all these plays on the playbook, having Prestito as the snapper and the keeper, and getting multiple guys some more yardage on the carries and stuff. And it's just been phenomenal. It worked out so well throughout this whole season.
Pamaram on the run, and he will get the first down. He's taken down at the 21. Yonkers and Albertson on the tackle for North Platte.
Now we should point out that next week the Monarchs get to host a district home game. We'll be streaming that.
And they are the 6th seed, so they will be playing the 11th seed.
Which will be to be determined.
Yes, will be determined. Prestito on the direct carry. And he's taken down at the 15. It is now 2nd and 9, ball on the 15. We have Trent Levicki coming in.
You got this Rhino formation. I think they're running at the same time with Bush out there in Churchich.
Levicki taken down at the 8.
Trent Levicki on the carry for the Monarchs.
It is now
Xavier Alderson on stop for the Bulldogs.
It is now 3rd and 2. Ball inside the 10-yard line. Three minutes and 45 seconds left in this first quarter. Pamaram on the carry, and he gets the Monarch first down. He's taken down at around the 4-yard line.
And there's absolutely nothing that North Platte can do. They have been running the ball up the middle through the seam, and it's just been not working out what they're trying to do. They can't run commit well. They don't really have a good run commit defense, but they've been good on the pass rush.
Yes. Prestito outright, and he is into the end zone, but there is a flag down. And like you mentioned before this play, you said that they're running it out of the Rhino package, and North Platte coach Altig said that they wanted to stop Papillion La Vista's run game, and they have not so far.
It's the first quarter. Who knows how this game is going to go later on. I mean, they've been doing good in the pass coverage. Jordan Yonkers, linebacker, stud linebacker, obviously with 58 tackles and 4 tackles for loss. He's the only notable all-star on this Bulldog defense.
Peyton Prestito on the carry. He's taken down at the 9.
Xavier Albertson on the stop for the Bulldogs. 5-yard gain on the play is 2nd and
Now, if we take a look
9-yard line.
at some of these stats for the Monarchs, they've had a total of 8 rushes, and all of them have been over 15 yards.
Incredible. They have really good run game. The best run game I've ever seen in the whole state.
Yes. Ooh, Travis Hines is taken down, or correction, Trent Levicki is taken down behind the line.
Tripped up in the backfield by Jordan Yonkers. 6-yard loss.
That penalty really hurt him there,
And goal.
because they would have gotten the touchdown, but there was holding.
And that's the only the weakness only for the Monarchs is the penalties that hold them back from getting good scoring opportunities. As you see, Tavian Pirtle in at quarterback. He's a phenomenal quarterback as well.
He is, yes.
One receiver down below, 2 on the top of your screen.
Looks back. He's rolling out left. He fires toward the end zone, and it is intercepted. It is picked off by Eli Broman.
He was the intended receiver was Bogats in the vicinity, or Pamaran. It was not a wise decision to throw it there. Good stop for the North Platte defense
to get right back out on offense.
Yes. Good coverage by the North Platte defense as well, covering where Pirtle was going to throw the ball.
There's a flag before the snap went off.
Could be a false start.
Flag down on the play.
We'll see it from the referee. Do 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 do.
No, it's taking forever.
Illegal formation. And when you're obviously doing a jet sweep, jet pass, you always have to be alert on the snap when you motion your receivers so you don't have to get that penalty. That really hurts them. Now they're backed up on their own side inside the 5, or inside the 10, I should say.
Albertson on the carry.
Albertson on the carry for the Bulldogs.
He's taken down at the 19.
Owen Bogats and Isaac Pamaran.
Taken down by Bogats and Pamaran.
7-yard gain on the play is 2nd.
It'll be a gain of 7.
14-yard line.
You're creeping down to 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Another flag. But that could be a tackle for loss.
By
Logan Holtmeyer, the stud sophomore defensive lineman. But we'll see what the penalty is right now. another legal formation.
They already have 2 penalties. They already have 1 for 5 yards, and now they already have their 2nd penalty.
Loss of 4 on the play.
It is now loss of 4. It is now 3rd and 12 from the 10.
This could be a really good stop for the Monarch defense, heading down under 24 seconds.
Now, if you're North Platte, you want to take a shot downfield.
Utilize your
Johnson,
receivers there, you guys. You said.
Rass is downfield, and it is almost caught. It was intended for Landon O'Brien.
And Landon O'Brien really had a good streak route. He beat his receiver, or his defender. It was Isaac Pamaran. But good coverage by Pamaran, not forcing that incompletion. And it's 3 and out for the North Platte defense or offense. And now as they put it away. Travis Hines, the talented receiver, on to receive the punt.
Bounces out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Now we will see the Monarch offense coming out on the field.
As you see, Waylon Eamon in at receiver. You have Caden Bush, Owen Bogatz, and Taven Pirtles out there. So it looks like they're going to be mostly controlling the offense with him as we get down to under 5 seconds.
Pirtle hands it off to his running back, Prestito. And that run will end the first quarter. It is tied 0-0.
A very interesting first quarter, a scoreless first quarter to say the least. It's just both teams figured out what their playbook was. I mean, North Platte mostly had clock control. And
yeah, if we take a look at those first quarter stats, Prestito ran the ball 4 times for 28 yards. Pamaram ran the ball 3 times for 25, and Levicki ran the ball 3 times for 10. And Pirtle threw an interception in the end zone.
That really does hurt their chances. He has had a decent season to say the least, but that interception, it's just it's not used to being him.
Yeah.
He had a phenomenal last season, if I remember correctly. But they've been mostly running the offense through Payne Prestito. And with Pirtle playing in some snaps, he hasn't gotten to that him level yet. But who knows? Who knows? We'll find out later in this game. I mean, you see Albertson from North Platte have 21 rushing yards so far with 3 rushes. And he's been just the star on this North Platte offense. Monarch defense, obviously, with Bogatz and Pamaran as the tacklers.
Prestito on the carry. Taken down at the 46-yard line. It is now 3rd and 3 from the 42.
Taken down by Jordan Yonkers.
Prestito on the run again. He will gain the first down. Yes, he will. He will gain the first down. It is now 1st and 10, ball on the 34.
And a really good first down for this Monarch offense. Prestido running through the seam, in the middle of the seam, getting that first down in good field position for Pirtle to snap it here.
Ingerson on the motion. Prestido on the run. And he'll be taken down at the 35. Jackson Albertson on the stop for the Bulldogs. It is now 2nd and 6 on the 35. And Prestido 7 rushes already, over 35 yards.
They got a new receiver in, Brock Rao, in at the top receiver spot, the slot.
Tavian Pirtle out left, and his pass is caught by Owen Bogatz. He's taken down by
and that was a really good wide receiver screen. Bogatz obviously open, getting 19 yards on the reception, and that gets them in the red zone.
Prestido outright, and he's taken down by number 40, Gabriel Moreno. Jordan Yonkers on the stop. It is now 2nd and 7, ball on the 13. Pamaram coming in.
With the 2nd down and 7, let's see what Coach Williams has cooking up his sleeve, or what's he cooking up in the kitchen.
Pirtle rolls out left. His pass is caught for a touchdown by Isaac Pamaram. It is a 13-yard touchdown.
And we talk about Pirtle's the improvisation, if you want to make that a word. Rolling out to his left, finding Pamaran wide open, and on a wheel route, getting into the end zone. Really phenomenal play call from the Monarch offense.
That is his 32nd touchdown. That is his 2nd touchdown on the year. Will's kick is good. Cooper Wills on the year. He is 18 for 20 on PATs and 0 for 2 on field goals. This dude is a great PAT kicker. He's only missed 2 on the year.
And taking it back to that last play for the Monarchs, you obviously saw that the North Platte defense has no answer at all. It's just, what could they do? I mean, they had the good tackles there, here and there, just had no answer for that Pamaran touchdown. Dave Fajardo will be the kickoff specialist for the Monarchs. Another talented kicker that the Monarchs special teams has.
Landon O'Brien and Eli Bronan each received from North Platte.
Landon O'Brien back deep to receive. Fajardo's kick is up, and it rolls out of bounds.
And there's a flag.
At 23.
The lights are on at Foundation Field. It's scary hours here, people. We're in October. Spooky season's around the corner. And we are here at scary hours.
first and 10 Bulldogs at the 35-yard line.
Johnson hands it off to Albertson. He's taken down at the 37. The ball is on the 38-yard line. Albertson has 4 carries for 24 yards so far tonight. Johnson on the keeper. Correction, Albertson on the run. Cale Johnson on the tackle. It is now 1st and 10, ball on the 46.
And it looks like they're using that hurry-up offense to drain the clock now, as what they did in the first quarter.
Albertson on the carry. Correction, Sam Herbert. Payram on the stop for the Bulldogs.
And this North Platte offense is saying their message is all gas, no brakes at all. And they've been using this hurry-up offense well, slowing down this Monarch defense.
Johnson rolls out right, and he'll just go down at the 50.
Trent Levicki
Taken down by Trent Levicki.
Obviously a phenomenal tackle for loss for Trent Levicki. This North Platte offense is trying to tire the Monarch defense, but I think they're catching up and not being tired at all.
3rd and 6, Johnson throws the ball out of bounds.
Tries to throw it away, but try to avoid the sack.
Logan Holzmeyer was there first.
But there was a flag on the play. Let's see what it was.
It might be intentional grounding. It did not look like he was out of the pocket when he threw that ball away.
But he had to get it away because Holtmeyer had him. Like, he had him. It was... And Holtmeyer, the stud sophomore defensive lineman, had him in a bear hug. It was like, oh, no, you ain't getting away from me. And then he had to obviously throw the ball away. Nowhere to go. But the referee saying it's a first down. That's questioning.
Yes.
Maybe he had a mistake. Let's see what penalties moving back.
Refs are still discussing.
He's picking up his flag.
Okay, it is 4th and 15, ball on the 41. Oh, and he has trouble with the recovery. It bounces off Hines. And Cale Johnson able to come up with that. Hines muffed the punt. Luckily, Cale Johnson was there.
That could have been a scary situation there for the Monarchs special teams, because they obviously want this offense to start with the ball and get another touchdown. They could have just turned it over there and had North Platte with really good field position.
Yes. Prestito on the carry. carrying defenders with him. He'll be taken down at the 42 with forward progress.
Host the Bulldogs afterwards on stop. 7-yard gain replaced.
It is a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 7, ball in the 35. Correction, 42. Brock Rao coming in for the Monarch offense.
Hines is at receiver 2 as well.
Prestito out left, making people miss. And he's taken down by number 50, Connor Yonkers.
Connor Yonkers on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
And that was a really good lead block by the stud wide receiver, Brock Rao. I mean, you're going to be seeing him later in the winter season playing basketball for the Monarchs. An absolute great small forward, but a good lead block for Prestito there. Gets the first down for the Monarchs.
Prestito on the carry for Papillion La Vista.
Xavier Albertson on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Albertson on the carry. We now have 5 minutes left before we go into halftime. It is 2nd and 4, ball in the 43. Two receivers on top of your screen. You got one on bottom. Prestito takes it down to the 41.
Peyton Prestito on the ball carrier. Jordan
Yonkers on the tackle.
4-yard gain on the play. Good for Monarch. First down.
It is now 1st and 10 from the 39. Prestito, 12 carries for 72 yards already tonight. Pirtle out left to his receiver, Bogats.
And I see what they were trying to do there. Another wide receiver screen to Bogats. Worked really well the first time. Más o menos, if you know what that means. It worked out somewhat well. It means so-and-so.
Yes, I know.
Come on.
I know what it means. I take Spanish.
Gosh. Okay, yeah, I do. I take Spanish too. Come on. But obviously, Maley as a lead blocker, that got positive yardage there.
Whenever you have Maley in, you're always getting positive yardage. He is a stud on that line.
Yes.
Yonkers on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Yes, 6'5", 245. I mean, he played a lot of center in basketball last season. A good backup center. But, I mean, yeah, he's a phenomenal offensive lineman as well.
Pirtle, pass is caught by the tight end, Ingerson. He's taken down at the 21. That's the first time we've heard his name tonight.
Absolutely, yes.
Obviously, the 3-star commit to Nebraska. Did that a couple of weeks ago. He flipped.
Yeah, he flipped from Pitt. And obviously, yeah, Ingerson has mostly been used for these run packages with Prestito.
Yes.
A great blocker. And he can obviously get up the seam and obviously get open wide in the middle. I mean, he's like 6'7", so.
Prestito outright makes one man miss. There's a flag down.
And so it's 2:18 left. Rao comes out. It's a holding on the offense. The Monarchs' second Third penalty of tonight. That puts him back yardage. Still first down for them. Bogats, Pamaran as the receivers. Bush as the fullback. Prestito as the running back. Ingerson as the tight end.
Pirtle outright, just over the head of Caden Bush. It is now 2nd and 20 from the 26. We are now at 2 minutes before halftime. What is it with these games? These first 2 quarters just fly by.
It's high school football. I mean, it's not, you're playing like 15 minutes every quarter.
That's true. But the last 2 streams, they've definitely gone by really quick.
Yes. The Papillion La Vista Monarch band and dance team will be the halftime show, your viewing show. That should be good.
Monarchs call their first timeout. They have 2 remaining.
And obviously, also at halftime, they will be honoring the Papillion La Vista Monarchs softball team from winning state.
Yes.
Class A state champions on Monday, this past Monday. So you're going to see that possibly. Obviously, it's an obvious, I guess. Yeah, it's congratulations, Coach Peterson.
And they're just a great team. They are
a great softball team.
Yes, they're
grabbing their 17th title.
Wow.
And it's been incredible to see them play.
Yes.
We congratulate those ladies for taking it home.
You got 2 receivers on the bottom of your screen. Pirtle flips it to Isaac Pamaram. He's running out right, and he gets the first down. He's taken out of bounds by number 0, Jesse Mock. It is now 1st and goal. Ball's on the 5.
Wayne Eiman comes in at receiver.
For Pamaram.
Another bunch formation here.
And Prestito nearly gets in. Alex Gove on that tackle from previous play. It is now 2nd and 3. Ball on the 3-yard line. We got Brock Rowell coming in for the Monarch offense. We are now dipping into 1 minute and 15 left. Prestito out left, and he is into the end zone for another touchdown. That makes it 17 on the year. He has 16. It is now 13-0.
Incredible run out to the outside. Prestito getting into the end zone for 6. As you mentioned, it was his 17th touchdown of the year. He has 77 rushing yards with 15 carries for tonight. And Cooper Willis with the PAT.
Bulldogs 0.
Correction, Wills. Cooper Wills. I keep thinking Willis because 8th grade math teacher, Mr. Willis. I mean, I had him. That's at Liberty. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, I just thought about it. I keep thinking it's the same thing, but yeah. Yeah.
Dave Fajardo to kick for the Monarchs special teams.
And so far in this first half, this North Platte Bulldog defense has no answer for the rushing attack from the Monarchs so far. It looks like Coach Ortic was kind of had karma.
Yeah.
Or spoke too soon whatsoever. It's jinxed him. I was looking for that word.
Kick was returned by North Platte. Taken down at the 27, and the returner for North Platte was Landon O'Brien.
Micah Ariano on the tackle for Papillion La Vista.
Micah Ariano on the tackle for Papillion La Vista.
First and 10 Bulldogs from the 28.
We got 57 seconds left. Ball's on the 28, first and 10 for North Platte.
Let's see what they're cooking up here.
Johnson fires downfield, and it is intercepted by Owen Bogats. And he takes it down the left side of the field. He's got some blockers, and he is pushed down by Brecken Torres.
What was Johnson thinking there? I mean, I understand that Owen Bogats plays receiver, but that looks like a route for him. I mean, it was, but really talented, really good interception for Owen Bogats there. He read what the route was. That was just a questionable throw, but a really good positive for this Monarch defense, and they get to start with good field position.
Pirtle fires downfield, and it is almost taken in by Eric Ingerson.
And you saw that Caden Johnson, he is a lot shorter defensive back. I mean, Eric Ingerson is what, 6'7"? And Johnson was able to bat that down. Yeah, that's just really good defensive play by Johnson there, reading the coverage, obviously targeting Ingerson on the out route towards the end zone. And it's 2nd down 10.
A little flea flicker, and Ingerson drops it in the end zone. Pirtle had it. He had it, and Ingerson knows. He was wide open in the end zone.
The second attempt thrown at him, couldn't really grab it. It was like a Foster Moreau from last night, if you know what I mean. But second attempt thrown at Ingerson. The Monarchs will take a timeout. That was 2 attempts thrown at Ingerson there. I mean, I obviously see what the trickery there, trying to get Ingerson in the end zone. But twice now, it hasn't succeeded.
Yes.
And I understand that he's the tallest one out there on the field. It's just, yeah, it's just been a struggle bus lately. So now both teams are coming out the timeout.
Pirtle rolls out, or correction, Prestito has it. I got faked. Prestito trying to fight for the end zone.
19 seconds left. The Monarchs need to get a good score in, because in the second half they don't get to receive, and the North Platte Bulldogs start with their ball. Their final timeout here taken by Coach Williams.
Tonight we have a beautiful moon. It is a crescent shaped. I don't know if that's first quarter or third quarter, but I know that it is a crescent.
Well, you said it was a crescent, so it has to be a crescent.
Yeah, but it could be the other way. It could be either a waxing crescent.
A first quarter, okay, a first quarter is half.
Yeah.
Yes. So
it can be a waxing.
So you said a crescent, so why would it be a quarter?
No, I was saying it could be a waxing or a waning crescent.
Okay, yeah, but you said a first quarter.
But I didn't know what side it was on.
Okay. Okay, it's a crescent moon. We just know that. We just know that. Yeah, end the argument there. We're going to be arguing in halftime, and it's going to be a Friday Night Smackdown on the booth. So, I mean, if we don't get this argument resolved.
Prestito on the direct snap, and he's in for the Monarch touchdown. That's 2 for him on the night. He's carried the ball 17 times for 96 yards.
Incredible game for Prestito, his 18th of the season. Just a phenomenal game so far by Prestito.
Wheels up to attempt the extra point. His kick is up, and it's good. It is now 21-0 with 14 seconds left in the first half.
And that's how the Monarchs wanted to execute heading into half. Score the most points so they don't have to go out without a touchdown or score at the end of the half or the first half. They got it. Really good execution by this Monarch team, this offense so far. I mean, it's just been a talented offense so far. North Platte has no answer at all.
Monarchs, they've had 7 first downs.
7 first downs? Wow. But also 3 penalties so far too.
Yes.
We have to keep a reminder of that. Their penalties have really toned them down. They have 30 penalty yards so far, so it's not really looking good for the fam.
We have Landon O'Brien and Eli Broman back deep for the Bulldogs. Fajardo is your kicker for the Monarchs. He does a squib kick, and they have trouble with the snap. Correction with the kick.
Ian Potty, the return for the Bulldogs.
I'm trying to think of it.
You'll think of it.
Yeah, I know.
You'll think of it.
I'll think of it, yeah.
You'll think of it.
30-yard line.
Ten seconds left, and they will take the knee. And as we head into half,
The Monarchs will, or correction, the Bulldogs will have the ball to kick off the first, or the second half, sorry. And the score is 21 Monarchs, Bulldogs 0. We will see you after halftime.
Tonight, the Monarch Marching Band will perform their contest show, Shattered, under the direction of drum majors Cassidy Welsh, Hudson Carrico, and Addison Doyle. The band will be competing tomorrow at the NSPA Marching Festival in Lincoln. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your Marching Monarchs!
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
You think you've won, but this is far from over. Yes, you need only restore my form to share in my power. restore my form and become my new queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, continuing your halftime entertainment tonight, please welcome the P-Town Twirlers.
You got a fast car, and I want to get you anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me and myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car, and I got a plan to get us out of here and working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Cross the border and into the city, and you and I can both get jobs. Finally see what it means to be living. You got a fast car. We go cruising, entertain ourselves. Still ain't got a job. So I work in the market as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted, and we'll move out of the shelter. Buy a bigger house, live in the suburbs. I remember driving in your car, speed so fast you feel like I was drunk. City lights laying out before us, and your armpit lights wrapped around my shoulder, and
Ladies and gentlemen, the P-Town Twirlers. Ladies and gentlemen, concluding tonight's halftime celebration, please welcome the Papillion La Vista dance team.
Jumping, them boys up to something. They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out the country. Them boys up to something, they just not just bluffing. You don't have to call, I am my dance, I got your whoop. I just found my tempo like I'm DJ Mustard, whoop. I hit that you know me with my left hand up like whoop. Jumping, them boys up to something. You searching for answers, I don't know.
Dance flow, now bend your back low. She do it with no hands, now stop, hop and roll. Now everybody leaning, I make the crowd rock. Now don't walk it out, I see they on my job. West side walk it out, the south side walk it out, the east side walk it out, north side walk it out. Now walk it out, wow. Look as you buck, look as you buck, look as you buck, look as you buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Papillion La Vista dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for the 17th time your NSAA Class A State Softball Champions, the Papillion La Vista Monarchs. The trophy is back home where it belongs.
Okay, so coming out of this first half, it is 21-0 for the score. Monarchs have played really good on offense and on defense. Pirtle is 2 for 8. He has 49 yards and 1 passing touchdown as well. Prestito's carried the ball for 96 yards, and has 17 carries. And Panorama has 1 receiving touchdown.
And it's just been a phenomenal first half for Payne Prestito, to say the least. 2 touchdowns, really just breaking down the North Platte defense. They have no answer at all. It's just been lights out from this Monarch offense. Monarch defense, it can be similar, if you want to say that, allowing no points at all from the Bulldog offense. This second half, the North Platte really has to step it up if they want to be in this game. I know it's the last game of their season. They have to at least build some momentum at the later half. I mean, we said in the first half that Coach Altig wants to end the season on a high note, but he has to get his guys going in the second half. Monarchs have already excelled on offense, really just been phenomenal on both sides of the ball.
Now, if we go over to North Platte's defense, Cade Johnson, he had a tremendous pass deflection against a 6'7" tight end, Eric Ingerson. Right in the end zone. Also, speaking of Ingerson, he also had that drop in the end zone.
Yes.
And that would have put him up big going into halftime. But also, North Platte offense, their running backs have been good in the run game. Albertson has been tremendous on the ground. Caden Johnson hasn't really gotten stuff going on offense through the passing game, and they really need to get that happening in the second half.
And obviously this offense so far with 2 attempts at Ingerson, it's just they've been really stone key. I don't know how to say it, but it's been iffy for this whole team. So we'll come into this second half and let's see how this team will do. And let's see if they change up the lineups here heading into the second half. Up by 21 for the Monarchs. I know that North Platte will still have the same exact team as they had in the first. It's just they haven't had that connection on both sides of the ball. Monarchs obviously excelling on both sides of the ball as well.
Borges' kick is off, and it is caught at the 8-yard line by Payton Perez. I thought Payton Prestito had it. I got tricked out.
You did.
I thought he had it. He must have handed it off to someone or flipped it to someone. I did not see that. I thought he had it.
It was a reverse, sort of like, I'm just trying to look for the words to describe that, but it's just, that was an interesting kick return to be in the half.
Because when I saw him get past that defender, I'm like, oh, he's gone. I thought he was going to be all the way down the field.
Monarchs with the ball first.
Pirtle fires downfield, and it is caught by Isaac Pamaram, and he's down the sideline at the 10-5. Touchdown, Monarchs! What a way to open the first play of the second half. 20 seconds in, and they already scored.
A brilliant crossing route by Isaac Pamaran. Coming across the field, a solo defender on him. Really breaks away, catches the ball, receives it, goes on for long, and gets into the end zone for 6. Incredible job by Portal, but delivering that ball to him.
Will's kick is up, and it is good. Pirtle has 2 passing touchdowns, and both of those are to Pamaran.
And Pamaran is known as a deep threat wide receiver throughout this whole season for this Monarch offense. He really showed it right there with that touchdown.
And once he beats his receiver, he turns on those jets.
Right.
He can get wide open really quick.
And we saw a replay there. Just loses his defender. No, it's broken coverage by the defense so far from North Platte. Just didn't really have no answer there. And just, that was just phenomenal. That's really a good way to kick off the second half. Landon O'Brien and Eli Broman will be the kickoff return specialists for North Platte. Wills to kick it.
It'll bounce out of bounds.
But it will be a flag for an intentional kick out of bounds. And we forgot to mention in our first half notes that the Monarchs have on offense have 3 penalties so far. And that has really hurt them too. That was their only weakness, I'd say. It's just that they have to watch for that. They don't want to be penalized so far throughout this game. Already 3 so far. They don't want to add up that total.
And all of them have been 10 yards because they have 30 penalty yards, and that's something that you really have to get on top of when you get into the next half. Albertson on the carry. Maley and Prestito to take him down.
And you see that defensive line of Holtmeyer, Ingerson, and Maley. They are really the trenches trio down there on that defensive line for the Monarchs. Really good pass rushers and really good rushing attackers.
Albertson almost got free there. That is Prestito's 2nd tackle of the night.
And obviously this Monarch defense wants to have a good message to send out next week to whoever they're facing at home for district competitions next week as well. Because heading into the playoffs, the only key thing has to be defense.
Yes.
Can you rely on your defense if your offense can't answer with a score? You just always have to rely on your defense. And as you see there, a 3 and out for North Platte. Isaac Pamaran, the return specialist, the punt return specialist.
And also the Monarch defense also has 2 sacks tonight as well.
And that ball almost hit the stands of North Platte.
Speaking of North Platte, their stands have people in them, and that drive is a long drive.
Right.
All the way from here.
You probably had to leave at 11 a.m.
Yes.
The latest, the earliest, I mean. But it's just, I mean, it's better than Bell East last Thursday. Bogas, Pamaran, Hines as the receivers, fullback, Bush,
Prestito on the run out right. He's got some blockers.
As you see on the replay,
there was a 26-yard gain. Prestito now is at 142 yards of rushing. Brody Parr now in at running back. And he's down the sideline. And he'll take it down to the 7.
And the really good lead blockers for the offensive line for this Monarchs team. You saw Landon Von Sergen, the stud sophomore left tackle, or right tackle, correction, and Scott Gracer III just being the lead blockers for Parr, and now they're in the red zone, potentially about to score.
Caden Bush on the carry, and he will be in for a Monarch touchdown. It is now 34-0. We have 3 touchdowns in the rush game for the Monarchs tonight.
Yes. Pamaran with the first possession in the second half with his receiving touchdown. And now Caden Bush with his rushing touchdown. I mean, you saw Pirtle with the fake handoff to Prestito, gives it into his inside man. Caden Bush, the fullback, up the seam and into the end zone for the touchdown.
We haven't heard his name a lot this year, but as you can see, he can make plays. If we look at this replay right here, like you said, he just runs out right, and there's a big gap for him to run into that end zone.
And as you saw that the North Platte defense didn't really have an answer for that rushing touchdown. I mean, they didn't really ran commit. So it was just downright dirty.
We have hit that point of the game where now we have the 35-point rule. And for those that don't know what it is, 35-point rule is a running clock will be used for varsity regular season games, playoff games, and championship games for 6, 8, and 11-man football whenever a 35-point differential is reached after the first half of play. The clock will run continuously except for during timeouts, during the third and fourth quarters, following a score, penalty. So a normal stoppage of play, like if the ball goes out of bounds or it's incomplete, the clock will stop. But normally whenever you get the first down, the clock does not, or the clock does stop so they can move the change. But now that won't happen. So they really have to be manageable with their clock management.
Right. And as you said, they really have to move the chains.
Oh.
It's the chains, not the change.
I didn't mean to say the change.
It sounds like you're saying that the change. North Platte, first down and 10.
Will flip back, and he's taken down quick by Micah Ariano.
And obviously Ariano saw what the cover or what the play was. It was a flip to the North Platte Bulldog receiver there. Read it well, read the assignment, tackle for loss, and it's second down and 14.
Johnson luckily gets it off He flips it to Jordan Yonkers. Travis Hines on the stop for the Monarchs. It is 3rd and 12 on the 23. Johnson rolls out to his left, decides to keep it, and he is dropped by Eric Ingerson. It is now 4th down. Speaking of Ingerson, that is his 2nd tackle on the night. He's been very reliable in the passing game as well.
And for his 6'7", 235 frame, he can play really good at the defensive end on the line too. I'm surprised that, since we've seen Travis Hunter play 2 positions, look out for Nebraska to use Eric Ingerson on both sides of the ball too. I mean, he plays well at both positions.
Kind of like what Colorado's doing with Travis Hunter.
Yes,
playing him
Travis
at
Hines.
wide receiver and cornerback.
Hunter. I said Hines. My bad. That's just, yeah. But continue.
It is now 1st and 10, ball on the 36. Just under 5 minutes and 30 seconds left.
As they have Connor Ossenfort in at quarterback, Wayne Iman, Andrew Knox, Travis Hines at receivers, Caden Bush in at fullback. The stud quarterback, Ossenfort.
Prestito on the carry. That is the first time tonight that he's been stopped behind the line.
Right.
It was a 4-yard loss. Antonio DiGiacomo in for the Monarchs.
And also Brock Rawl in at receiver as well.
Connor Ossenfort on the keeper. And he just won't go down. Caden Johnson trying to take him down, and Connor saying, no, you ain't gonna take me down.
And obviously, a good run up the middle for that QB run. Brody Parr in at running back as well. And so is Prestito still staying out there. Ossenfort, obviously, great run by him. Lead by this phenomenal offensive line.
Ossenfort again on the keeper. He's taken down by Jordan Yonkers.
And obviously, it's just phenomenal to see Ossenfort out here, man. Truly inspirational, man. Look at Ossenfort, man. So inspirational.
Personally, I would have thought that Williams would have went to Leggett because he is the younger one. You got the 2 seniors with Ossenfort and Pirtle. And I personally would have thought that Leggett would go in, but you got to let your teammates play. Connor's pass intended for Antonio DiGiacomo. It was incomplete. It is now 3rd and 9.
But obviously, Coach Williams wants his seniors play in their last regular season home game.
Yes.
Before playoffs.
We have Brody Parr in at running back, taking over for the stud Peyton Prestito.
No, you have to say the dog.
The dog?
The dog,
The
Payne
dog.
Brasido. The dog.
The dog. Coach Williams takes his first time out of the second half. And speaking of the dog, Prestito, he's had 19 rushes for 141 yards and 2 touchdowns, which is
what? The song is catchy. Knox as your top receiver, Iman, bottom receiver, Hines as your slot. DiGiacomo, obviously, as a fullback.
Austin Fort. Pass is high for DiGiacomo.
And that's the that's the Monarch offense first 3 and out of tonight. Blake Major, the talented punter. Punting for the Monarchs. Xavier Albertson for the punt. Receiver.
What a beautiful punt.
It looked like a rainbow.
It did look like a rainbow.
And so it's going to be a new set defense for the Monarchs. Trey Richardson in at DB. Brody Parr. Micah Arellano. Owen Bogat's in. Major in at DN as well.
Yonkers on the keeper. Gonna bring up a first down. 12-yard rush.
This linebacker core for the Monarch defense so far, Cameron Hamilton with 48 tackles on the season, 3.5 tackles for loss and 3.5 sacks. Phenomenal linebacker for the linebacker room for the Monarch defense.
Yonkers again. Oh, no, that's not Yonkers. Correction. Oh, no, it is Yonkers. I did not see the number 10.
And that's the end of the third.
Yep.
$35-0. The Papillion La Vista Monarchs lead. And it's just been in a one-sided affair so far tonight for the Monarchs' last regular season home game.
And we're going to be taking you a trip around Class A. Right now in the third quarter, the Storm are beating the Vikings 3-0. There's only been a field goal. You can tell this has been a very defensive game.
Yeah, with a score like that, you obviously know what's been going on.
And then the Gretna Dragons are leading Lincoln East 28-14. That one's also in the third quarter. Eli Broman is the ball carrier. taken down by Brody Parr.
10-yard gain on the play. It's 1st and 10.
It is 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
And this offense so far has no answer for this Monarch defense. Hands it off. Getting tackled down by Drew Churchich. Colin Pawlowski for the ball carrier there. 2nd and 5 from the 35.
Yonkers on the carry. He'll be taken down at the 40. Cale Johnson on the stop for the Monarch defense. It is a 3rd and 3 from the 40-yard line. Correction, 3rd and 4. Yonkers taken down in the backfield by Cale Johnson.
And so far, Cale Johnson, that was his 2nd tackle. And that's a sack for him. His 1st of the night.
And Coach Kurt Altake is keeping his Bulldog offense out there on 4th and 7. And they look to do a run.
And absolutely nothing, but there is a flag.
There is a flag.
There is a flag. Let's see who it's on.
Waiting for the call. And it is a face mask on the defense. So
and that's
it is now 4th and 2.
And that is their 1st penalty on the night for this Monarch defense.
Like you were saying, they have a lot on offense.
Eli Webbin at free safety. And it looks like they get the Bulldog 1st down there.
Albertson on the carry.
They bring in Ingerson in here.
Yonkers fires downfield. His pass is caught. And he managed to get away from 2 defenders. It was Ian Cotty on the carry, or on the catch, sorry. And because of that 35-point rule, that clock is going to keep going. It is 1st and 10 from the 17.
Looking back on the sideline for North Platte. And goes absolutely nowhere. Tackled by Johnson. Grazer. And Ingerson. It's just, if you're running up the middle, you're going to be met by Eric Ingerson. And it's just a phenomenal tackle for loss, and it's 2nd and 12.
Yonkers takes it himself, and he is hit right away. It is now 3rd down.
A phenomenal tackle by Jonathan Schill. And so now it's a crucial 3rd and 12 in the red zone for this Bulldog offense. Reaching under 7 minutes here.
Yonkers fires toward the end zone, and his pass was intended for number 17, Landon O'Brien. Brody Parr on the coverage.
Just, I saw what Yonkers was trying to head into the corner of the end zone. Couldn't hit his receiver, O'Brien. Overthrows him. And so now it's a field goal try here for the Bulldogs to attempt at least to get a score here. And it is no good.
Missed it just left.
And that was Ian Caudy with the kick. And it's their first field goal of the night. Wasn't successful at all. So now Cam Leggett in at quarterback. Seems like they're playing all of their quarterbacks so far. Hines, Knox, Rawl in at receiver.
And like you mentioned, Pirtle has already played well enough tonight with 2 passing touchdowns. Leggett rolls out right. His pass is caught by Andrew Knox.
And obviously Coach Williams wants to get his guys rested for next week and get ready on whoever they face.
For that big playoff game next week.
Yes, it's a big one so far. And so we'll find out by the end of tonight on who they face.
I don't know if I mentioned this during pregame, but this is the Monarchs' first time in 10 years that they've had a record over 500.
Since 2015?
Yes.
Yes.
Jonathan Adams, the ball carrier. Jonathan Adams coming out. Waylon Iman is coming in for the Monarchs. It is 2nd and 8, ball on the 34. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen, 1 on the bottom. Leggett drops back, fires downfield. His pass is caught by Jonathan Harden. That was a great catch by the sophomore Harden. That was a tremendous pass by Leggett.
And that's a really good shot downfield. Leggett finding his future receiver for next year. I think we already have an answer who that receiver is going to be, that 3rd wide receiver in that room. And you could tell Harden, obviously, he's in. He wears number 13. He's not James Harden, obviously. That was a James Harden type play. Despite the number, he really balls out.
Bulldogs call their first timeout of the half. They got 2 remaining.
As they have Keyshawn Portier the running back, the senior running back in at running back, Keyshawn Portier. He's in the backfield as well. DiGiacomo in at fullback. His first carry. Portier. No gain on the carry there for Portier.
It is now 2nd and 10. Jonathan Adams in at running back now. Leggett hands it off to him. He's running out right. Makes one guy miss. And he is in. Oh no, he's out of bounds. He was taken out of bounds. It'll be down. That was a 19-yard gain. He was taken out around the 3. Aaron Villiger is now in.
And it looks like delay of game on the Monarch offense, and that pushes them back. Takes away their good field position. It's really good field position now, but they were almost into the end zone. Really good run up the middle by Brody Parr there.
Parr has two rushes for 20 yards. It is now 2nd and goal from the 2. We got 1:20 left in this 3rd quarter. Two wide receivers on the top, one on the bottom. And Jonathan Adams, it is a touchdown for the Papillion La Vista Monarchs. It is now 41 Monarchs, Bulldogs 0, with just under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Correction, 4th quarter.
A really good inseam middle run for Adams there, getting the touchdown and putting the Monarchs. Oh, it was blocked. PAT blocked. PAT was blocked. So now it's 41. And so
we're going to take a look at this replay for the touchdown.
And Adams there, obviously, with the good run up the middle.
With that broken tackle.
And getting into the end zone for 6. But the PAT was blocked. So that was an interesting block there on the special teams for North Platte.
Monarchs have 4 rushing touchdowns on the game. 1 by Bush, 2 by Presidio, and 1 by Adams.
What do you think Coach Altig is telling his guys with the last remaining 58 seconds of their season left?
I think you have to try to get some of that air, like passing down. Just try to not make it a shutout. Fajardo squibs it. And the return will be taken down at the 26. DiGiacomo on the tackle. It is 1st and 10 from the 27. Yonkers in at quarterback. Tommy Hagert in the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Albertson.
And that is the end of the game.
Thank you to our crew for an amazing stream and all of their help. Thank you to BCDM Architects for their support. Next week, Monarchs will be hosting a home playoff game, which will be Friday, October 27th at 10 p.m. here at Foundation Field. And like we've been saying, the opponent is to be determined. So we will find out tomorrow or Sunday. It just depends on when all the games are played for Class A. And again, for me, Brody Carter, and my colleague Armando Alvarez, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week during round 1 of the playoffs.
Yeah. We out.